Gentlemen, as you all know, we care deeply about our own fans, which is why when we find out someone is upset with one of our episodes, we like to reach out and engage with them, which is what we're going to do today.
Welcome to the Den of Debauchery. Warning, the following podcast was recorded by two assholes who are drunk and may contain offensive language, jokes, and occasional death threats. Man, my voice sounds so fucking cool. It puts the lotion in the basket.
Hello?
Hello, is this...
Yeah, who's this?
This is Yale.
Oh, good to fucking speak to you.
Good to speak to you, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, I understand it's a fucking performance. I understand it's fucking entertainment. I don't fucking appreciate it. And if it ever happens again, we're gonna have fucking problems. Do you understand me?
Okay, no, hold on. This is who?
No, that's the fucking extent of it. Do you understand what I fucking just said to you?
No, I'm trying to figure out what happened exactly.
You're a fucking pussy-ass little bitch gonna fucking talk shit to a fucking woman like that. I don't give a fuck what it is, motherfucker. You keep our name out of your fucking mouth. You understand me?
Whose name?
Who's they? Who the fuck do you think, asshole?
That's what I'm asking, man.
Who's they? My fucking woman, that's who.
Who's your woman?
Fucking like you fucking didn't know.
It doesn't sound familiar.
No, you had her on your podcast. You went to fucking high school with her.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. You got anything more to fucking say about it? You can come talk to me in fucking person, understand?
Yeah, probably not. I'm kind of busy right now.
Yeah, I would be too if I was a scared little fucking bitch.
Hey, now. That seems unnecessarily aggressive.
You hear me? You understand me, motherfucker. Keep our names out of your fucking mouth. You got me?
No.
You got me?
I'm still a bit confused.
Yeah? Well, why don't you come on down to my place and I'll fucking explain it to you in advance fucking tutorial.
What exactly did I say to her or about her that was so wrong?
You're talking shit. You're derogatory. You're a fucking piece of shit.
That didn't answer my question, man. What exactly was so mean?
You got a woman? You got a woman?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Well, it doesn't have to do with it. Do you got a fucking woman? It's a yes or no question.
I don't really see gender, but if you're asking me if I'm currently in a committed relationship with somebody who identifies as female, then no, not at this time.
Oh, well, if you did, how'd you feel about somebody talking shit about him sucking dick under the fucking bleacher, you fucking faggot?
Sucking dick under the bleachers?
Yeah, motherfucker, why don't you go back and listen to your own fucking show and tell me why I'm fucking pissed off? Grow a fucking pair of balls. Come and talk to me like a fucking man if you got anything else to say. You fucking heard me. You better fucking understand.
Well, I think we won over one person today. That's what we do here. We change hearts and minds. So if you're upset, please feel free to call us out on Facebook. And again, we will make sure to change your mind and that you think that we are good guys, because we really are, deep down, good people. And I don't approve of his sexist language calling me a pussy. Is that supposed to be an insult? Women are tough. Thank you. Wow. Inspiring.
Well, that was exciting.
Did you ever get an advanced tutorial?
I did not get an advanced tutorial. I got a half-hearted apology.
Oh yeah.
We will include that at the end of this, and
Wow.
I'll show it to you, and we'll tack that on the end of this. That apology is the only reason that we're not gonna publicly shame him, is because
I think honestly, I think he made a lot of good points. And you did say something about her sucking dick under the bleachers.
I think he just made that. I don't remember saying anything about her sucking dick under the bleachers.
You most certainly did. Actually, if you want, I can play the audio for you if you want.
What?
Yeah, yeah. Everything's recorded, man. Just know that now.
I
So
don't.
I'll play it.
I
It's
don't.
drugs behind the bleachers. She gave out handies.
Oh my god. Absolutely not. That did not.
Oh, you gave out blowies?
Wow.
Come on, relax. Make you seem modest with the hands.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was keeping her modest with the hands, and then you one upped me. So you definitely said it.
I would just like to say for the record that I was on Ambien at the time. What may or may not have happened, I do not recall. I would also like to say that you yourself started that incident.
I most certainly did. I have no idea why he took it. Maybe it was because it was the blowjobs. Maybe he's like, if she's passing out handies, it's not a big deal. But
Well, as you will see in the apology video, he got a bad vibe from me right from the start.
oh, you're just a shit person.
I'm just a shit person. I think there's also this thing of like trying to piss on his territory because she was my girlfriend for 2 days in 6th grade, and that I was still in love with her. I think it was a large portion of why he was fucking against me from the very beginning and upset by specifically what I said. He knew that he could, if he beat you, it's essentially a hate crime against a handicapped person. Me, it's in his mind a fair fight.
I will tell you this, mainly because it was over social media and the phone. It would have been handled very differently if he would have called me.
I know. Because here's the thing. All right, so for those of you that are a little out of the loop, we're going to leave the name out of this video. Going back and editing past videos and releasing that, I'm not going to do all that shit. That's a lot of work. But out of respect and per request, we're going to leave the name out of the video. But a former guest, when we made fun of the lady that broke my heart, her significant other was very upset, and that's who you heard on the recording. Because apparently, after
9 months,
9 months,
no, 9 months is when we posted that. I looked at
9
that.
months. He listened to it finally and was enraged, very upset.
Do you
I would
realize
suggest that she sucked dick under bleachers.
Do you realize that the recording that I played for you earlier was like 6 minutes tops into the episode?
He said he listened to 30. Said he listened to 30 minutes.
Well, he listened because I thought, I was like, did he really only listen to 6
know
minutes?
within the 30-minute mark, just like what made him tap out and be like, oh, fucking fuck.
What if he was just like the whole time
he went past dick sucking and kept going, which means
here's the thing. Honestly, it's not that bad.
I don't have any
we do a pretty good job of letting our guests know what they're getting into, and we let them know our humor. I say that what we said actually about my mom.
Oh yeah.
I say that you probably heard it.
Oh yeah, you've said way worse shit about your mother than I ever said
to her face.
To her face. It's
yeah.
bad. Yeah,
and he's over here like he's all pissed off about this.
Yeah.
Fucking relax, dude.
You know, I was being a little shit the whole time. I wanted to go so much harder. But here's the thing. I had been talking to her all day. He started blowing up on social media. And I had to talk to her all day. And I tried to, and I was like, look, he's freaking out. And I was like, out of respect for you, you apologized before I even got to read all of the things that he said. So I'm just like, you try and calm him down. I'll make a generic, response that's trying to say like, hey, just talk to her. Let things calm down. And I was like, since, I don't want to make your life worse. So I do that. And the whole time, her responses are basically like, "Thank you very much, but I also totally understand if you just fucking." And I was like, "Okay, thank you." And then he came back, and I was like, I just sent her a message that
He didn't
says,
stop.
I'm sorry, I tried." He threatened me on Facebook, keeping names out of your mouth, fucking wants to fight me,
Yeah.
to have the audacity to make a joke that I told her that I would make on Facebook. I was like, we're definitely gonna attack your character. I was like, we're gonna try and make you look bad. Like, I'm gonna pretend to be like brokenhearted and still not over the whole thing. I was like, and
Yeah, it was a little bit of a skit that you guys were doing right there.
and it was funny. It played well. I enjoyed it.
Quite honestly, after you stopped recording that night, we talked to her. She's like, "Look, I had a great time."
Yeah, she's like, this is a lot of fun. She wanted to come back and do it again. I just think everybody lives so far apart. There's just no way, and probably now definitely not going to happen again. Probably definitely not coming back on. But,
Which I would love to have her back on.
Yeah, now.
Well, I mean, it would be nice to actually kind of get her side of the story, like how
I think she wants to stay completely separated from the whole thing.
I don't. I'm going to reach out to her. I'm going to slide into her DMs.
Do not slide into her DMs.
I don't
But man,
I don't even know her name. I can't even look her up, really. Well, I mean, I know her first, but that's it.
Dude. And then, so I set the call, and I wanted to be so much more aggressive on the call, but like his level of anger towards me, and the fact that like she was saying that like she's never seen him like this before, I was actually legitimately concerned about what he would do.
To you?
No. For one, come on. And two, he doesn't know where the fuck I am.
I mean,
you know what I would have done? You know what I would have done? I would have recorded all of the threats. I would have told him to meet me at a location, and I'd have called the police and be like, he showed up with the intent to harm me. That's what I would do. I'm not going to fucking jail. That's the best case scenario. You understand that's the best case scenario is that I go to jail?
No, you send them somewhere and then you hide in a car and you film it.
If I'm not upset, I'm not fighting. If I'm upset, I'll fight.
Well, like
if I'm in a bar and somebody calls one of the gays a cunt while I'm there, I'm fighting. Or if they say one of the slurs that I say to them lovingly, but not lovingly,
hold on.
I'm fighting.
What if they are being one at the time?
What if she's being a cunt? You pose an interesting question, sir.
That's what I'm saying.
Now it's a moral conundrum.
Yeah. No, I think you should have sent him somewhere.
He gets a warning. He gets a warning then.
Oh, all right.
It depends on the severity. Like if they're doing like something where like I would want to hit them, then
sir, you are out of line. Okay? You are out of line. Relax.
Be like, watch your mouth.
I get where you're coming from.
I get it. I get it.
Hey, going back to my mom.
She just spit in your drink because the other guy beside you bumped into her and she got confused because she's drunk, and then she spit in your drink. I get it.
If you want me to drink your spitted beer, I'll do it.
I'll drink it. I'm into that. I got weird kinks now. Everybody knows that my horizons have opened recently, and now all sorts of shit's on the table.
The argument that we just went over, my oldest brother went over to my stepdad. He's told my stepdad this. He goes, "Look, I would kick your ass. And I would not tolerate it. But if you hit my mother, I would at least understand." That's something we've told our stepdad. We're like, we'd beat the shit out of you.
Without question. But we'd feel a slight tinge of regret with each punch and be like,
right.
I get it, buddy. Oh, God, I get it.
Right.
No, but because like when he started freaking out and like that's what he was mad about, inside I took that long pause and inside my brain I was like,
what were you trying not to laugh? Like
no, I was doing two things. I was trying to remember if that's what I in fact said, and I was also thinking in my head, your initial reaction is not smart. What I was thinking about doing is just be like, wait, that's what you're mad about? Not the fact that we slept together? Because I was legitimately concerned, like, if this dude comes unhinged at this, he might go beat the fuck out of her. So the little video that I caught him on is not as good as it could have been.
No.
It could have been funnier, but I was just like, if I push him too fucking hard and this dude snaps, that girl might get the shit kicked out of her.
I want to add 2 points to this, right? One of them is, if I was on the phone, I at some point ask him if he wants to catch these hands. Like, that's 100% happening. Because he threatened violence on you.
I don't understand. I know that I'm recording and he doesn't, which means I get to make him look like a psycho. It's easy to pretend like you're the angel when you're the only one that knows what's really happening.
I will tell you that your realization was way overplayed.
It's just it infuriated him that I was confused and like didn't know who he was and who she was.
And then second of all, I don't condone this, but if he were to, after you said something, go and beat her up, I'm assuming that the article would have to reference our podcast.
It's all about branding with you.
That's right. I know you do a lot of work, but I'm always thinking branding.
Enraged by a local podcast, Debauchery Den. God damn it, that's not the name! Get the name!
I am letter to the editor in that motherfucker. I want to correct. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. I know branding, and I think people would be like, all right, I got to give it a listen.
If this podcast, and fuck, I couldn't do it. It's so wrong, but god damn it, you're right. That would have
been excited.
Next fucking stratosphere.
We would have absolutely shared it on our social media.
Yeah, and the dude, so I had that apology phone call, afterwards.
Which I don't think I've heard, so I think the first time that
I'll show it to you, and we'll include it at the end of this video.
All right.
It's long as shit, and I might edit it down just to make it shorter. Right. I'll try to cut out like the more boring parts and make it short because it's fucking like 8 minutes long, dude. Nobody needs to hear all that shit. Anyway, the main gist of it is essentially that he, because shortly after our interaction, I made a post that says a recent fan interaction will be coming to you guys soon. And he was first thing he says when he picks up the phone, first off, am I being fucking recorded?
Right. Well,
also,
did you tell him he was
based on my interaction with him, that I remember, I know it was long ago, but he did not sound that redneck when we talked to him the first time. He was a very quiet guy.
You were the only one that talked to him. I was a little bit late.
Oh yeah, you showed up after he had already split.
Yeah. So when I got there, I was like, "Is your boyfriend coming back?" And she was like, "No, I think he's just sat in the car the entire time." She was up there for a good 2 hours.
2 hours.
Something
like that. Yeah, it was a long time, but yeah. So that shit was fucking hilarious just to wake up to that, because like that's the first thing I see when I wake up is,
guys, this happened at like 3 p.m.
I just get and I didn't know who it was at first. It just says posted on my wall, call me, talk to me. And I was
how'd you figure out who it was?
I freaking messaged somebody that had the same last name. It was a mutual friend on Facebook, and they were like, I don't know what's going on. And then I just answered like, what is this about? And he just says, call me and find out. It was like, unless you ain't man enough to talk to a real man, or unless you ain't ready to talk to a real man, something like that. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And that's when I get the message from her explaining the whole thing, that he just listened and then he's blowing
from the girlfriend is
freaking out. Yeah. And I was like, okay. She apologized severely. She did nothing but apologize, and then also like throughout the responses, she was making it clear that she was 100% okay with us just trashing him, because she warned him. She's like, don't fucking talk to him. Like, he's gonna fuck with you. He's gonna fuck with you. That's what they do. He's gonna fuck with you. And she was just like, she was so upset that she told him not to listen because it's gonna make him mad, and that he got the level of mad that she never expected. And she was just like, I fucking warned him at this point. Like, she's like, he attacked you, and I get what you do because he attacked you.
Yeah. I wonder if she still listens.
That's a good question. I feel like she'll probably listen to this one. at the very least, just out of curiosity to see how we treated it.
You know what would be a really good
Does.
thing for him to do is go to a therapist. Now, I know that only queers go to therapists, but
I let no fucking shrink get inside my head with his fucking fancy degree. Thinks he knows
just
some shit.
noodling around up there. But
Talk a lot of shit for somebody who also dips, but
oh yeah, I don't dip, so that was just me. But
yeah,
it
good.
would be nice for him. He should show his shrink our podcast, at least this one, and be like, "Look what he said to me."
Look what they've done, and that's another thing. And I said it. You'll see it again in the apology video, unless I cut it out. But I say, like, I don't believe in fucking trashing people and trying to rue them for doing something in the heat of the moment. I'm gonna bring it on and make fun of it.
Right.
He acted like a fucking idiot, but we've said wild shit on this podcast. Wild shit, all in an attempt to be funny. And this dude lost his cool. I think at the core of what he was doing, he's just an old school dude that believes in treating women
honorably,
honorably, like the old school way of thinking.
Which isn't horrible, but
It's not
with this
horrible, but
with this day and age,
the range.
Women handle themselves typically. They're able to say what they don't want to do, and
like I said, if we were in a bar and I called her a cunt, him beating the shit out of me, fine, makes total sense. The level of anger for what happened doesn't make sense.
You know that if you let's say that scenario happened where you called her a cunt, okay, in a bar, and the first reaction is for any guy or boyfriend or whatever is, what the hell did you just call her? If I'm there, I go, he called her a cunt.
He called her a cunt, and he meant it. I'm
doubling down. You're getting into a fight if I'm ever around.
He hurt his left knee. That's his weak point.
I'm just like, I've done this multiple times.
He's got no ground game. You would try to get my ass kicked. I know you fuck.
But it's true to my character.
What character?
I've been with someone that has called a girl a cunt, and the boyfriend got mad and he approached him. He's like, "I should knock you the fuck out." And my words were, "Do it, fucking hit him, pussy." But you what? Like, I'm just egging this guy on to hit the other guy.
Hit him.
Yeah.
You won't do it.
Yeah, it's pretty much all I do. That's my. If I'm not going to get beat up,
instigating little shit.
I've always been an instigator.
It was fun for me to take that role this time.
It's fun, right?
It is fun.
Because I'm an instigator, and you know that from with your stepmom.
Yep.
Big instigator on that one.
Yep. You just love to side with whoever you think will win. You're a little like the fucking turncoat, like best friend in the film that, like, when the evil gets the upper hand. You're Benny. You're Benny from The Mummy. That's who you are. That's who you are, you little fuck.
Hey, Benny, you're on the wrong side of the river.
Seeing you.
Yeah, I absolutely am, and it's mainly because she fed me. I mean, there's a reason I got steak while you didn't.
Oh, speaking of...
At your own house.
I hear you recently got the jalapeno popper dip recipe from her during
just finished it up today.
You were ignoring me and not answering my text messages, but you still had time to message Pam to get your precious dip recipe. Fuck you.
No, this is...
Fuck you.
I'm throwing it out to our fan.
Fuck you. 62 subscribers. We're growing.
I agree, but only one person comments regularly.
Yep. Just the one. They got rid of our bots, man. They got rid of our bots. Let us have our bots commenting on our shit again.
Yeah,
Stop
because
it, YouTube.
the guy that's been commenting.
We need the traffic.
The guy that's been commenting, I mean, right there, buddy.
Oh, yeah, he's been talking some shit. I love it.
He is. It's a lot of fun. But
also, fuck you.
I sent you a picture saying, hey, this happened. Your text back was, cool. And that's it.
No, it's because I was talking about after that.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Time frame. Yeah, it's because I have T-Mobile, and I tried to send a big message in response, and it wouldn't send it, so I hit a one-word response just so I could get fucking something out.
I
But
see.
then I message you again later. I mean, this is getting real fucking high school drama bullshit, but the fact stands. You ignored a
and
message.
I ignore you from time to time, man. I
And
got
it
a lot.
hurts, Derek. It hurts.
Now, I want to bring it up to more recent events for you with your fat shaming.
The fat
Did
shaming
you-
campaign is going off with a bang.
Did you look up what I was talking about when I called you John Goodman from the Gambler?
I've seen The Gambler.
He was rough in that fucking movie, man. Holy shit.
Big feller.
But I was thinking about this because when gyms are open now, right?
I already weigh less than your brother, by the way, so fuck him.
Wow. I was just thinking because I saw someone commenting that they wanted to like maybe go to the gym with you or whatever. Nothing is less enticing to me than someone who wants to go to the gym and be a gym buddy with me. I don't want to go to a gym to begin with. You're telling me that someone's going to go there trying to push me harder? Not fucking happening. Can you believe that grown men go to the gym with other grown men to get a good workout in? Like, what the fuck is the matter with some people?
Okay, so
I was just thinking about this.
yeah,
Blows my mind.
you need a spotter, and you work harder with somebody else there. First of all, second off, the fact that you still have any opinions on physical fitness is ridiculous and laughable.
When I
Like,
was
what's this grown man gonna fucking go there and like
It's insane.
try hard at the gym?
Thank you.
Derek,
See, now you know how
get to
stupid
the
it
day
sounds.
where you can do a push-up, and then I will consider listening to your opinions on physical
I
fitness.
might be able to do one in the coming days.
Go ahead,
Maybe.
angle the laptop down and fucking pop out a push-up.
I said in the coming days.
In
It's
the
supposed
coming
to-
days? Well,
Yeah, the medicine's supposed to
5
take a
years
couple
from now?
days.
5 years from now, when you've done nothing but steroids. I
That's
still
actually-
say do steroids. If steroids can make normal people like super strong, it might be enough to get you to be as strong as your wife, maybe one day.
That's actually what they shot me up with today.
They roided you up?
Yeah, I mean, my
yeah,
hip
did
is
you-
on roids.
Did you fucking freak out and try to hit your wife and kill your family, Chris Benoit style?
First of all, legend. Sorry, he died. Second of all, I still think she can beat me up right now.
Oh yeah, but
So, I mean, I'm working on
Think-
it. That's literally the only reason I want to get better, so I can just fucking.
so I
pop
can
her
beat the shit out of her. She's been getting real fucking lippy lately, and I'm fucking sick of it. I don't want to hit her. I just want her to know that I can.
Like, I want her to flinch when I raise it, you know?
I just want her to have that in the back of her mind. It's like, I could fucking do it.
I
I'm
know.
crippled. It's an even playing field now. I've been crippled for so long that the stigma of me beating the shit out of you is no longer there. I could fuck you up.
Yeah, I try to, like, because she always falls asleep first, I try to whisper things just into the room.
I will fuck
Yeah, stuff like that.
you. Have no fucking idea.
So subconsciously, she's getting the message that I'm scary.
Yeah, unconsciously. Gotcha.
Yeah, what? Subconsciously,
Sorry,
unconsciously.
I'm pulling a Derek and fucking up the word completely.
That's not what I'm known for.
Maybe I hit my head this morning when I walked out and slipped on the mildew on the grass and it messed me up. Sorry.
Probably. I mean, we
Shit right there is why you didn't end up with a degree. Okay.
I'll tell you this though, we all know that you didn't get up soon enough to see any mildew on the fucking grass.
Yeah, I do. I woke up at like 6 something this morning. I couldn't sleep in. Pissed me off. I feel like I'm
have to
slowly
wake up
turning
at
into my
6 something.
dad with between the hair loss and the memory slipping. I'm definitely turning into my dad. I don't have much longer left. This shit is thinning out. Getting keeps or 4 hymns or something. I got precious little
So, seeing anyone?
time. Seeing anyone? What?
Yeah.
What the fuck kind of question is that? What?
You talk about all
We're
these
just-
ass eatings.
We're just doing a fucking morning show interview from one of the local comic stuff. So,
That's right.
Tell me, do you talk about dating? Are you seeing anyone?
I bet you're a rascal.
I bet you're a real ladies' man, Mr. Big Shot comedian.
He talks about drugs. He is anti-feminism. You know how they always do his racy topics or whatever.
He likes to push the envelope.
Don't bring your kids to the show.
I would say definitely adhere to the 18 and up rule. Okay.
You know what? You look like that guy that's like, that's the type of jokes we're doing. Stop.
I'm going to do the type of jokes where as soon as I make them, everybody has to try and gather themselves and save the interview where they're like, oh, all right, more that here. No, check out tonight's jokes, you monster.
Oh, man. So, back to the topic at hand.
What is the topic at hand? The
call, man.
The psycho? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was... I literally, the whole thing was just me trying to antagonize and infuriate him, and you shut the fuck up.
You are so unprofessional.
Shut the fuck up.
This is a very professional thing we do here.
Is it? Is it?
That's correct, sir.
Yeah, I was just trying to push him into it, and he fucking snapped. I really legitimately wish that I could have gone harder. And afterwards, we talked a little bit more, even after the apology phone call, where he was, I basically just got him, he had some concerns about me airing the shit. And I basically just said, dude, was like in one phone call that I even, like some of the messages, I'm not even going to post like the screenshots from like the Facebook stalking shit. He outright threatens me. And I was like, right. I'm not being a douche about you threatening me, and I could be. Let's just call it even. And he just went, okay, that's fair. I can get on board with that. So I was like, okay. So we're good. Move on from this. I'm gonna make fun of you a little bit. I'm gonna leave your name out of it. And look, we're fucking done after this. I'm not gonna fucking bring it up anymore. I'm not gonna attack you online or any fucking thing like that. Although that would be fun. It would be really fun.
And I've never agreed to that. I mean, I know you might be a man of your word.
I'm just
but I think I might poke the bear every now and then.
Nah, my only concern would be like if he lost his job or something like that. Because like if let's say it catches somehow. Who am I kidding? Nobody listens.
I know. See, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on Facebook and I'm just going to, you know how you can Facebook poke? I'm just going to poke his girlfriend daily.
Okay.
So, can you imagine that phone call? So he's fucking poking my girlfriend.
Hey, Derek.
What?
Poke his girlfriend daily is the name of the episode, and I thank you for that. I'm going to poke his girlfriend daily.
That's right. That's right. I am going to digitally harass her with the poke.
You know what else we should talk about? Our last attempt at a podcast.
That was fucking rough.
One person had a valid excuse. One person was selfish, and one person ignored us, and one person came through and fucking delivered. So thank you, Caleb, for showing up and doing it.
He delivered. Are you going to release that one part?
I'm going to release that little clip. I'll probably do that on Friday.
Guys, we talk very daringly about his father who has passed.
Quite recently. Dude.
Because I forgot for a second, right? And then he goes, you know, he brings up that his dad died, or you mentioned it, like you're like, yeah, his dad's dead. And I go, oh yeah, and I laugh because it's just like it was like a nervous laugh, and that kind of broke the tension. And then
like, oh yeah, your fucking dad's dead.
Yeah.
Dude,
that's exactly what happened. It was.
I laughed so hard, and I was just like, God damn it, I'm such a piece of shit. I wish I wasn't a piece of shit, but I am such a fucking piece of shit.
I don't know if he said it on the clip or if it'll be on there, but he's just like, look, it helps to laugh. You know, that's his way of dealing with shit. That's our way, clearly, of dealing with everything.
Yeah,
So-
I can't get through shit unless I can laugh at it. That's why. That's
yeah,
the whole
didn't you
purpose
say
of-
your dad makes fun of like
Oh yeah,
funerals? He just destroys you.
Fucking, I remember going to Great Uncle Ed's funeral and
That's right.
him being like, "Oh, look at this! They sent dead flowers to match the guy in the coffin." I was like, "Fuck!" And he's just,
I don't.
as the pastor is giving the fucking eulogy, he's in my ear, just like whispering little fucking jokes, and I'm just like,
Mhm.
"Fuck!" Everybody thinks that I'm fucking crying and having a really hard time with it. I'm trying not to laugh out loud. I'm just like, "You bastard! You absolute bastard! You're gonna make me look so shitty."
Speaking of like just laughing at inappropriate times, I saw two of my buddies. I'm going to tell you this, not that it matters. They are a gay couple, two guys. They got married Tuesday. They went
If
to
it
a
doesn't matter,
destination
then why did you specifically make a point to mention it?
because
They're gay homosexual men. Not that it matters.
not that it matters,
Anything wrong with that?
but I'm just letting you know. Okay, so
Letting you know
I'm giving you now. Now you
they
feel like
are
you know them.
butt buddies.
My buddies. They went down. They went on vacation. They got married on vacation. They Facebook Lived it so everyone could see it because they're like, we get that not everyone's going to be here that we would have invited. Every time a priest during a wedding talks about the rings being a circle,
Oh,
I lose. And this guy's talking. Yeah, and this
guy
guy's talked about circles and rings and the meaning of them for like 5 minutes.
meaning their O-ring that they fill
Well,
because they are
it,
butt buddies.
but usually there's only one up here, and then they call bottom.
The O-ring is a part of the gastrointestinal system. Comes out the ass eventually.
Right at the end.
It's butt stuff. It's
Butt
butt
stuff.
joke.
Because
I'm not
they're
sure-
right.
I'm not sure exactly where it is, but it's near the anus.
It's around.
It's around the anus. Yes,
Yeah, it's like
that's how you pronounce that, right? Anus.
I think so.
Yes. Anyway,
But yeah, that's another inappropriate time because Kevin was standing up. My oldest brother, he was standing up in a wedding, and he turned. I was in the the church, and he turns, looks at me. He makes eye contact with me as the circle rant's going on, and then he turns his back to the rest of the people.
so that
And-
he can laugh.
But he's bald, so you just see red.
Just see his whole head get red. Where he's like,
Yeah, it was awful, and my mom got mad at us, which made it even funnier.
he handled it as well as he could have. What are you
agree.
supposed to do?
I don't know. She doesn't understand what shit's funny most of the time.
Yeah. Moms are like that. They don't like to jump in on the jokes. My mom,
She
I'm
did
so
fat
proud of
shame
myself.
you.
I finally got her to. She never insults me. Every
Yeah.
time, like when I was obese, when we were obese together, she still. Every time I was just like, I gotta lose weight, and she's just like, you look fine. You look fine.
I
I'm
agree
like,
with
"No,
that.
Mom, I do not look fine. And she's just like, no. She's like, you're not fat. And I was like, Mom, I have breasts. I have literal man boobs. Like, I gotta drop weight. She never did it. So I had to appeal to her desire to keep me alive and healthy. And I bullied her into bullying me, which I'm so proud of. It's my greatest achievement.
I will tell you
bullied
this,
my
though.
mom into fat shaming me.
Which she should have done anyway. Like
Yeah.
she should, like when she comes over,
I'm a
she needs
mess.
to pinch your side. Like,
I'm a mess.
what I mean?
And coming up with ways to describe how I was recently, fat shamed out in the world has been one of the funnest times I've had on Facebook so far. Also really upset that it's gotten way more interactions than all the podcasts we post. But, you win some, you lose some. Hashtag fat shame Yale. Hashtag make Yale skinny again.
Even though she doesn't like to insult you, she really liked when I would insult you in college. She laughed every time I just came at you.
She would always go, "Oh, you guys."
I
But
know,
she
like
didn't
we're
bring
silly.
herself to do it.
I know. But yeah, I was so excited, and thank you. So Yale didn't end up making the
promo.
the promo.
Do we know if he wants a shout out or not?
I don't know. We can send him an email. So thank you to that person.
If he wants it, we can say it. Because I'd love to give him credit because it was fucking awesome.
It was great.
But I also understand that people don't want their names associated to this shit. They're like secret fans. They're like Trump supporters in like big cities where they're just like no one.
Trump supporter in Seattle.
No one. Oh Jesus Christ! I don't believe that there is one, man.
I know. Find one.
I believe that like if there was, he got Stockholm syndrome into not being one. He was just like I think whatever.
No, Biden is totally fine. He doesn't come up behind girls and rub their shoulders. Like he's great.
Seattle? You mean Chaz? Why would you name like the supposedly like most woke thing possible, where you become a militant group, which is bananas? But why would you name that the exact type of person that you hate? Like Chaz is the name of a guy that drugs and rapes girls at fucking college parties, at fraternity parties, and that's the name of it. It's like, where do we go for refuge? Let's go to Chaz. He's got a fucking sick apartment.
There's not a problem with that. I will say something.
That joke deserved more. I feel like that joke deserved more. I understand that it was a little raw because I thought of it, but that joke deserved more, and fuck you.
It was a miss for me, but I'm guessing someone will understand what you were trying to say.
If you think it at least deserved a little titter of a laugh, then let me know in the comments. The two people.
The one person that comments.
We occasionally get a second one.
Now we did talk about on that failed podcast that lady that tweeted about that saying Karen
is the new N-word.
Is the new N-word.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
And I'll take the John Mulaney joke where he's talking about midgets.
Oh yeah,
and he's just like, you're saying one, you won't even say the other.
If you're comparing how bad one word is to another, the one that you won't say is the worst one.
100%. Yeah. So it's not even. She was a total fucking Karen that posted it.
I'm fucking.
And it was. They're upset that them being upset is getting diminished. You know what I mean?
Is it like white women just so desperately want to hang on to being a victim? Like it's slipping out of their grasp. Like they were riding high on the fucking Me Too movement. They were sitting on the queen throne of victimhood. And then now they cannot stand that black people are getting more attention. They cannot fucking stand it.
But, the equivalent it would be like a frat boy getting mad at people like the Kyle, calling them Kyle. The energy drink break punching drywall shit.
I equate Kyle to more of like I wouldn't even call him fraternity. I would say he's closer to white trash. He's not quite necessarily always white trash, but I'd say Kyle is definitely more the
Do you know how often
broken home.
Do you know how often I think about the possibility or what degree of white trash I am based on how much Mountain Dew I drink?
Oh, dude, if you go based on Mountain Dew metrics alone, you're fucking garbage.
Like, what percentage of white trash am I based on my Mountain Dew intake, would you say?
The level, like you hardly ever drink water. You drink only Mountain Dew the majority of the time. That in and of itself makes you majority white trash, just by that factor alone.
Majority, you're not giving me a percentage.
No matter what else, that means that if you own a yacht, you're still majority white trash based on that. You can only go up. You can. I'm saying that bare minimum, you are 60% white trash.
60?
60.
I was thinking half of that. I was
No.
thinking 30.
Absolutely not. No.
One guy in the comments, where am I closer to, the 30 or the 60? Or somewhere in the middle.
He only drinks Mountain Dew. Only
I
drink.
don't only drink like today I had some water.
A Mountain Dew Baja Blast to change it up.
I do not like Baja Blast. Anyone that
Oh.
disagrees is wrong.
Jesus Christ. That's
Just saying.
definitely the superior of the Mountain Dews. If you're gonna get one, then you'd get
Code
one.
Red is the superior of them.
Now that's white trash. That is white trash.
How is Baja Blast less white trash than Code Red?
Because it's served in the store. They don't even serve regular Mountain Dew in there.
In where?
Taco Bell.
Yes, they do. That's
They
what I
serve
get.
Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Yeah, and Mountain Dew. And then they always have like some other shit that they. But I think the most redneck one is Livewire. Because for some reason
Nobody
that gets
gets
equated to like
Livewire.
NASCAR.
Nobody gets Livewire. Nobody gets Livewire.
Nobody gets Livewire. I agree.
So, like that's not even worth mentioning in the conversation. When it comes to redneck drinks, you have Mountain Dew, and then you have all the knockoffs under Mountain Lightning, Cola.
Did you
It's
say
just called Cola.
just Cola?
It's just called Cola.
What about where's RC lie in there?
RC's definitely white trash.
For sure.
And Jones Soda is like what white trash think is the mountaintop.
What about like what's the most southern drink?
It has to be Coke. Because they call everything down there Coke, regardless of what brand it is. They call Sprite Coke. If you're in a restaurant and like, sure, what flavor? And then you'll go Sprite. That's a real order and a real exchange, and everybody understands that. It's an insane way to their life. It's just like calling them Kleenexes instead of tissues, except even dumber.
What? So you don't think that like tea
Sweet
is?
tea?
Yeah, because down there it's all sweet. Yeah, it's gonna be sweet tea.
Yeah.
You don't think that's more southern than Coke?
I guess it could be when you think about it. Yeah,
I don't know.
Sweet tea is probably the most southern drink. Actually, you make a good point.
But I'll tell you this. I don't think
box of wine, very
box
southern
wine, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm
classy.
60%.
I'm drinking it out of a bottle.
Is that warm?
No, it came out of the fridge.
Yeah. I can't drink warm wine. I can't do it. I don't like it.
I'm starting to like fucking reds more and more. I'm starting to get away from the sweet wines. I'm getting my
Dude, you took out like an entire fucking big ass bottle when you were at my place at one time.
Oh
You
yeah,
bought,
if I'm
like 4 bottles.
if I'm drinking, I'll take multiple bottles. Wine is not that high alcohol content. Yeah, you can smash some fucking wine. At your wedding, I smashed a lot of wine. I was so mad that I wasn't more drunk. Furious.
I know. I had to make you breakfast the next day.
Don't start talking about making breakfast the next day. It's going to remind me of New Year's, and I'm going to get furious again.
You slept in until like forever.
8.
And we couldn't.
8 a.m.
What'd I say?
Considering the fact that we fucking drank and partied until fucking 2, seems pretty fucking reasonable time to wake up.
I didn't stay asleep that long. Then again, I didn't have coitus that night.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have my own room.
I don't understand.
I don't understand. Please repeat the question. I don't understand.
I do not recall, Your Honor.
Dude, I'm
can you
fucking
repeat the
married.
question?
We don't do that shit anymore.
Dude, that's what keeps it fucking going. It's one of those things where every once in a while you got to do it just to fucking spice things up. Just every once in a while you just got to fucking remind the person of like why you started fucking. That's the end of that sentence.
That's it.
Why
Yeah, and that's for the period.
Why you started fucking.
Oh man, so
Next time, just fucking rip her pants down, stick your finger in her butt, and go. Let's get
How mad do you think Caleb would have been if I would have just opened up the door?
People kept
to the room you're in.
fucking knocking it, huh? Oh yeah, no, this is the room he was in. No, he was already fucking pissed because people like were fucking like opening like knocking or whatever, and like when he was
I don't remember that.
just getting shit going. Yeah, you'll next time he's on, we'll fucking ask him.
Yeah, I don't remember that because I.
But yeah, he
maybe
was
I was
saying that like
asleep
they were getting ready to start shit off, and then one of the other patrons of the party fucking was like knocking on it, like confused because it's right across in the bathroom. I think they just confused the bathroom for whatever.
Oh, yeah, I get that.
And it was like messing it up. And like he's like, God damn it.
That wouldn't have stopped me.
I don't know. I think he was drunk, which means occasionally for some people, you gotta get everything just right if you're drunk enough. I think he was like basically he was making the fucking trench run in A New Hope, and then he was trying to focus on shooting through the exhaust port, and then fucking TIE fighters just kept fucking knocking.
How big's that exhaust port?
No bigger than a swamp rat.
Well, and yeah, from what I'm understanding, Luke used to kill those all the time. Now,
used to bulleyes them.
that was awful. But to our one fan that we, is it this way?
Go to your left. Yeah, go that way. Ready? Because it reverses mine when I record it.
So
I found that out the last time when I was looking like this to look at you, and I'm like,
yeah.
huh? And then I pulled it out, and I was facing that. I was like, God damn it! God damn it! It made me so furious. So I have to keep in mind that if I want to look at you on camera, I have to look like.
But anyway, just to let you know, I am Camp Yeezy.
Oh, you're going to be voting for Yeezy?
Can you believe he's put it? Someone
he's trying to ensure that Trump wins. He's trying to take votes away from Biden and ensure that Trump wins. Is he running?
Yeah.
What ticket is he running on?
He should just do independent, dude. The guy's like a billionaire. I mean, he could probably just do what Trump did and pay for his own shit.
I don't know. Nobody's going to dethrone Trump.
No, but someone put out a meme that, and it said, "There's no way Kanye wins. He's an egomaniac who has no political experience." And then he goes, "Oh wait,
Morrill." I think that was Sam Morrill.
That was good.
Yeah, he's an egomaniac celebrity with no political experience. Oh, oh, that's right. That's right. I told my dad that joke, and he didn't. He was just like,
just right over.
And it's not because he's like ultra conservative or anything. It's just there's so many jokes where I was just like, hey, this all is like this funny thing.
It's really funny.
And then he's just like,
I like to tell my mom,
come on, man.
Like Anthony Jeselnik jokes. Like, it just infuriates her. Like, if we watch...
It what's her?
Infuriates. Am I putting too much syllables? Putting too many syllables?
R's. Too many R's for sure. Infuriate,
yes. I got it.
Try it again.
Infuriates.
There you go. God damn, dude. You really can't fucking talk.
She doesn't like South Park. She doesn't like Family Guy.
This is why it's important to finish college, ladies and gentlemen. Right here.
It's not. Right I make more than I would have in the job I was going for. That's true.
What are you, like a fucking janitor? Or?
Do you think I stand all day?
No, I assume that you tell people that you can't get to them until next week. And then when they call, you give them the same.
Just
answer.
Always,
I'll come work on that light bulb next week. We're waiting on replacement light bulbs.
That's right. I'm on my way.
I wasn't able to find the location. We'll have to come back tomorrow. It's like it's an apartment complex. You're in the office. You're fucking 3 doors down. Yeah, unfortunately.
It's just not going to be happening today. And then I start like.
Can you call back on July 32nd?
Got a lot going on over here and just shuffling papers over the phone.
So many important tasks.
That's right. So let's bring it back a little bit.
Okay.
So you have no ill will towards this person.
I do not, because two reasons. One, as crazy as it sounds, I have been there where your instinct is just to defend and defend by attacking who you envision hurt. And I've definitely made mistakes, and I definitely have overreacted to stuff in the past, and I wouldn't want that held against me.
That
And
is
also,
very big.
I would have whipped his fucking ass. If for no other reason than I would have if I would have danced around him for more than 30 seconds, he would have had a fucking heart attack. He would have had
I never even saw
fucking
him,
heart attack.
so
Yeah,
I have
dude,
no idea.
no. Okay, how best to describe his appearance? You remember all the Pete Holmes videos where he was doing the Batman parody videos?
Yeah.
The guy that played Commissioner Gordon
Oh yeah.
looks same hair color, same hairline, same body shape. Now, based on his rage, he's probably been in a scrap here or there, but he has no actual fucking training. And I would have brought my rape whistle just to be safe. So even if he did whip my ass,
And you could have brought your muscle.
somebody's going to show up to save me.
Now,
Help! Fire!
you just had a very nice, a little conversation. Now it's my turn to speak on this matter.
Okay.
All right. Yale wishes no ill will towards you. I do. I don't give a fuck about you or anything you got going on in your life.
I hope you get fired, you fucker.
That's right.
He did use super sexist and homophobic language.
Very much so. And also, I started it, okay? Yale kind of just put the cherry on top of the shit sundae that I served, all right? I started it. So Yale started, we went in reverse here. Yale started this, come at me. It'll go very differently. I'm not fighting, but the conversation will be very much more aggressive. That I can assure you.
If you are watching this recording, Derek's address is 1153.
Yep. Just put that in; it'll come up. But yeah, I don't give a fuck, man. This was the greatest news of my life. You ruined an entire day at work for me.
Oh yeah, that was really funny. I sent you just like this. I fucking called you and you were like in the bill, and I said, "You fucking call me right goddamn now." It was what I did to you was what you did to me when I made it on your mom's house, where it was just like, "Stop what the fuck you're doing. We have a situation."
Yeah. Yeah, you go, "Shit's going down, call me right away." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Like fucking.
And then you're like, "Did you look on Facebook?" I'm like, "I haven't been on Facebook yet. What are you talking
Look at my wall.
Right. So
I'm working. Stop working, faggot.
I do want to say, on top of all that, of not caring about String being there, I did enjoy the podcast that we did record with her.
Yeah,
she was very nice. She still seems to be very nice. I really like her as a person. She's great.
Yeah, she's reasonable.
But I mean,
and it was funny. It was a funny podcast to fucking do because of the situation. Like the fact that I never would have thought that some stupid shit that happened in 6th grade and 7th grade would be me telling a story of fucking 10 months ago that resulted in somebody coming on to respond to the fact that they recognized that it was about them, which led to this. That's fucking crazy. I didn't even think about that story. I just kind of told it. It just popped up in my head at the moment. And then it led to me getting threatened to get the shit kicked out of me.
Are you
hilarious?
So about the apology, did he seem like he was like reluctant to give you the apology, or
He seemed like
was he genuine?
he seemed like the realization of what was out there. I mean, I would say yes and no. I would say yes, he's reluctant because what I assume happened is that he fucking talked to her
Finally,
and that he was like, ah, fuck, I fucked up. And I would also say no because this does come off a little like the fucking celebrity tweets that get caught in blackface, where it's like, are you really sorry, or are you just trying to decrease the amount of damage that happened to you?
to appease the mob. Yeah.
Yeah. And, that's why I'm saying, like, I don't really care if he meant it. That should be the real answer. I don't give a shit if he meant it. He apologized, whether he meant it or not. I'll take that.
Which is difficult, especially when you're that heated. It's
Yeah.
very difficult to like
Oh yeah.
backtrack.
That dude came to me with his fucking dick showing. I mean,
Yep, once again.
I'm fucking embarrassed. Like, fuck.
Once again, pissed me off. I started it.
Yeah.
Here. Right here. What's my name again? It's Derek Stock.
Yeah.
Look me up. I'll say hi.
His address, once again.
Yeah.
We will give out his phone number as well. We will give out his work schedule and work location.
It's going to be in the description.
It'll be in the YouTube description. It'll be on the Facebook page. It'll be on the Twitter account. It'll be on my personal account. We'll put it out. So if you see it, please do not hesitate to drive all the way and beat the living shit out of him, because he did start this.
I did start it.
You did start it. Did.
I did. I'm taking full responsibility for it.
Thank you for that.
All right. I think we're good. We're going to end it with
We're
part
gonna
of it.
play at least a portion of the apology video.
Right.
Either that, or if I can't edit it properly, then I'm going to play none of it, and then this video is just going to end, and you guys have to suffer.
And just know that he did apologize at one point.
He did apologize, just in case. I can't, because the person that edited the video that you'll see at the beginning did it, and I couldn't figure out how to do it, and I've been trying to figure out how to do it. So there is a good to fair chance that video will not be at the end of this because I couldn't figure out how to edit it properly. So he did apologize. He owned up to it. He was clearly still upset, but we like to forgive just for in the future of when somebody, when I become a famous comedian and this podcast blows up and somebody's trying to come after me for using homophobic language or racial slurs, we will have this as an archive that say we should forgive people. So that we're not hit.
Was that considered a hate crime at the beginning?
If I was gay, it would have been.
You don't swing that way at all, right? For the sake of it, can we say that you kind of like, if this is, you're just like tilted just a little bit just to make it a hate crime?
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to, hold on a second. I would like to formally announce here and now that I, Yale Reams, for the next 30 seconds, bare minimum, am a gay man.
Yep. And that's how that works. Just announce it, and you are. And that was a hate crime, ladies and gentlemen, that you witnessed at the beginning of this episode.
Oh, wait. No. I was also gay during that phone call. I was also gay during that phone call.
Right. Yeah. And those are the only times that he's ever been.
Now it's a hate crime.
Okay.
So
perfect.
So we have that. We have that in our back shelf in case anybody wants to get upset about anything. A hate crime was committed against me. Okay, that's
right.
In my back. Okay. Thank you guys for fucking tuning in. It's a bit of a weird episode, but as always, we try to fucking bring the funny.
That was a stupid thing to say, and I really.
That was awful. I was hoping that you ended it right then. That way, we try to bring the funny, and then done.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself after this episode.
I mean,
Don't forget to fat shame Yale on the podcast, on Facebook, on Twitter, on fucking Instagram.
Tweet or post on the Den's pages and Twitter. Doesn't matter. Just post and insult Yale in some way.
And yes, fat shame me back into health. Thank God I'm finally below your fat fucking brother's weight, even though he's like 5'3". Anyway.
Oh shit.
Night, fuckers.
Oh, am I being recorded, first of all?
I don't know.
So we'll take that as a yes. Well, look, I'm man enough to know I fucked up. I let that video trigger me. I got pissed off. You guys talking shit about my woman. So, for that, I apologize. For fucking talking shit, for being pissed, for fucking telling you to come fucking talk to me face to face, I apologize. I would think that anybody could understand why a man would get pissed off about that.
Yeah, all right. If you want to be real about the whole situation,
Oh, I'm real all day long, yeah.
okay. We told her exactly the type of stuff that we were going to do, that we were going to make fun of her.
That never got mentioned to me, and we ain't married and all that, and I understand it ain't none of my fucking business, but that's why I'm calling to make my apology.
Okay. I accept your apology. There's nothing wrong with trying to stick up for somebody that you care about. However, as I was talking with her, she is an adult, and she doesn't, although that's your instinct, she doesn't
like
need...
I said, she can do whatever she wants. It's not really my fucking business.
Okay. And I gave her the opportunity. If she had any problem with any of it, then
no,
we would have edited it.
No, she don't want none of it pulled, I'm sure. She wants it up.
Yeah. Hey, it's big to apologize and admit when you're wrong. I'm not gonna give you too much shit, but I would say that trying to get aggressive on Facebook, I tried to let it go on the first round, but you know, this is what we do. We're dicks on the internet. That's the whole point.
Yeah, well, I'm a dick in real life, yo.
Alright. Hey, man. I liked her. We had fun doing that. I had no idea what the whole thing was about up until it started blowing up. And...
well, I'm just not a fan of that kind of talk. I've lived that kind of life.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking been through more with that kind of shit than most people have. Seen fucking my parents wrecked over it, so... because people talking shit got in my dad's head.
I gotcha. And I've been there, and in this day and age with recordings everywhere, I don't agree with... it'd be pretty hypocritical of me to just try and ruin somebody. So what I am probably going to do is include both this and the apology and give a kind of a statement, and I'll edit out her name just in case she doesn't want her name mentioned, and we'll make it so that it's... yeah, we'll make it so that it's yeah, we got into it.
I don't want my name mentioned either.
Alright, I can edit out your name. I don't think you said your own name, but I'll look over it.
It may be in there.
Alright.
Look, I don't care if you use it for content. You gotta understand, I was in the heat of the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking watched it. I watched 30 minutes of it. I fucking lost my shit.
Mm-hmm.
I waited this long because she told me not to fucking watch it. Because she probably knew.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, when you were there, I was just like, yeah, come hang out, man. We're just gonna be talking shit. So.
Well, I'll be honest, I didn't get a good vibe from you from the moment I met you, so I ain't trying to be buddies.
Okay. I was just trying to be as respectful as possible.
I understand. And I'm sorry for the miscommunication, and sorry for the offense, and... well, I apologize. I probably offended a lot of people fucking calling you a name and
Oh, dude,
more
no.
offensive.
Dude, we say so much worse shit than you could ever say.
Well,
That's the least of the
I
problems,
ain't
is the
really that
language.
way. I don't have nothing against nobody, really, but I understand it's for entertainment shit. That's one of them things that I can't abide by. And what I was saying is, in the future, if she is ever spoken to that way, I will handle it. What's the point I was trying to get across?
What do you mean, handle it?
Well, I think that two men should be able to sort things out on their own when just like what we're doing here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't trying to fucking hurt nobody,
Alright, I respect that.
but I ain't gonna stand there and let somebody badmouth my woman.
I got you. Look, before this starts taking off in another tangent, let's just go ahead and bury the hatchet and say that we're good and move on from here. Alright, man.
Well, like I said, I apologize. I was pretty riled in that fucking passionate moment. So, guess we can leave it at that.
Alright, man. I accept your apology, and I wish you the best, man.
Have a nice day.
He didn't wish me the best. Well, there you guys have it. People get heated now and then, but on a serious note, women ain't fucking dainty. They don't need you to stand up for them. They're grown-ass fucking people. They're perfectly capable of defending themselves. And anybody that I actually invite onto the fucking podcast, I like enough to be honest with them with my intentions. Just remember that words are fucking words. And that you need to, whoever you're with, trust them enough to not be a fucking dickhead and go behind their back and do stuff that they're asking you not to do. And if I can leave you with one final parting thought that I think is probably more important than anything, it actually comes from a previous podcast. Eating ass is the bee's knees, guys. It really is. I have to call her.